All right, thank you very much, Peter. Now to something very much like a military exercise in the east end of the capital today, as local police go searching for more than just criminals.
Clothing description is wearing a white t-shirt, navy blue hooded sweatshirt.
9:30 a.m., the parking lot of a furniture store on Searville Road. The Emergency Services Unit is organizing a search for a missing 11-year-old boy and his grandfather who has Alzheimer's. Neither really exists.
Our unit is on a training scenario today. We've got a bunch of search teams, approximately 70 officers that are specifically trained in search and rescue that are going out now on the initial attack. We've also got our plane up in the air, ATVs. Obviously, the mission is to find the boy and the grandfather as quickly as possible in the safest possible condition.
And in this case, as is often the case, one of the missing may not realize that he is.
People with dementia, 60% of them will get lost. And we need to be concerned because in Ottawa we have 10,000 people with dementia right now and 2,000 new cases each year.
But police also have, more than ever, the ability to find them. Now, this is something that you have never seen before. This is the inside of Ottawa's Mobile Emergency Command Post, and it's been the nerve center of operations ranging from the search for Ardith Wood to the G8 protests. It's also an essential tool in what is becoming an increasingly sophisticated search and rescue capability.
We're called out about 60 times a year. The success is finding somebody alive and bringing them back home to their family, and it happens 99% of the time.
And indeed, success happens about an hour into this search. The boy, who does look a little mature for his age, is found.
Were you hurt anywhere else? Did you bang your head when you fell?
A twisted ankle, but otherwise okay. And in this case, Ottawa paramedics have the means to get him back to safety. As the searches get more complex, so do the tools that the searchers have to work with. Like this six-wheeled all-terrain vehicle that the Ottawa Paramedic Service uses to get off the beaten track. And in a scenario like this, when realism is the key, it's not long before it's pressed into service.
We'll go in the woods and collect the victim and bring him back out and provide treatment to him, as well as any officers that might go down.
And that is exactly what happens a short time later, the kind of twist to the missing person scenario that rescue teams have to plan for.
So you know when you're put in that environment exactly what your role is and what to expect, so there's no surprises.
Scattered clues eventually lead to grandfather.
We don't know any what Kleenex Roy looking coffee cup. Where are you? Where's that clue?
A big effort for an imaginary crisis, but the real one is always just around the corner.
Search for us is an emergency. Somebody calls us that there's a missing person, a missing loved one. We take that seriously, so we have to be able to be trained and be successful in the search.
By the way, you can find out more about the Alzheimer's